So, our first poem that we're going to work with is one of my favorites, not only because it's from my favorite poet, William Butler Yeats. He's an Irish poet from the beginning of the 20th century, but also because it's lyrically very beautiful. It's really musical. It's easy to predict where the stress will fall, and it's got a very distinct rhythm. So when I do this, I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to walk you through how, as a musician, as an opera singer, I approach a text in finding stress, not of just a word, but within a phrase and then an entire passage. I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above. Those that I fight, I do not hate. Those that I guard, I do not love. My country is Kiltartan's cross. My countrymen Kiltartan's poor. No likely end could bring them loss or leave them happier than before. Nor law nor duty bade me fight, nor public men, nor cheering crowds. A lonely impulse of delight drove to this tumult in the clouds. I balanced all, brought all to mind. The years to come seemed waste of breath, a waste of breath the years behind, in balance with this life, this death. Okay, so I know it's kind of dark, and this guy in the airplane does die. But there are a few things that I want to look at first. So if you are reading a text, it doesn't only have to be poetry. This can be any kind of text. You want to find punctuation because punctuation can guide your phrasing. So whenever you see, for example, I'm going to use a tool here. This semicolon, of course, highlight that. Um, that is a definite end to a phrase. You can breathe here. You can breathe here too. Now, a comma also can be a breath, or it can be a lift. A lift is where you pause for a moment and then move on. So when I say, my country is Kiltartan cross, my countrymen Kiltartan's poor, I did not breathe unless I have to. Same thing here. You see punctuation at the ends of these phrases. That's expected. You do have a comma here. Nor law nor duty bade me fight. I try to do a lift there as well because it helps the mind organize these ideas. Really, in English, punctuation is a guide of pausing and breathing. You can think a comma is a pause, a semicolon, or a period is going to be a breath. Like down here at the end, I balanced all, brought all to mind. You heard me actually pause. I balanced all, brought all to mind. The years to come, I have to breathe at the next one because I have to breathe. If you have to breathe, you have to breathe. And then at the very end, to give impact, in balance with this life, this death. All right, so punctuation can be a guide to where your phrasing goes. Besides that, you want to look for, as my voice teacher would tell me, where the energy is going. What are the most important words in the sentence or the line? Now, there are a lot of important words, and there are different ways to interpret it. This is where you, as an English speaker, are empowered. But you need to think about, do you want to emphasize the verbs or the nouns, maybe an adjective? Usually not words like if or on, in, any of these, grammatical functioning words. Also negatives like nor, these are going to be important because that shows that there is a negation of that phrase. Um, so let's go through and we'll see where I put my stress. I know that I shall meet my fate. I know that I shall meet my fate. All right, so we have our verbs and then our noun. Somewhere among the clouds above. Da dum ba dum bum 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 bum. I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above. Those that I fight, I do not hate. So I could, in theory, those that I fight, I do not hate to give the rhythmic. Or I could say, those that I fight, I do not hate. This is where you make decisions as an English speaker. Those that I fight, I do not hate. Those that I guard, I do not love. A contrast between fight and guard, and also love and hate. Remember, stress and rhythm, it's about showing the listener or making the listener aware of what you want them to know. It's making your ideas clear. My country is Kiltartan Cross. My countrymen Kiltartan poor. No likely end could bring them loss, or leave them happier than before. Nor law nor duty bade me fight, dum bum bum, nor public men, nor cheering crowds. A lonely impulse of delight drove to this tumult in the clouds. Drove to this tumult in the clouds. Dum bum bum. I balanced all, brought all to mind. The years to come seemed waste of breath, a waste of breath. The years behind, in balance with this life, this death. So this time I've made a few markings on here where I have green. That's where you could possibly stress. I'm going to read it now, but give a little bit of a beat so that you can hear the rhythm. Remember, English is all about the rhythm. If you don't have rhythm, I cannot understand you. So here we go. I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above. Those that I fight, I do not hate. Those that I guard, I do not love. My country is Kiltartan Cross. My countrymen, Kiltartan's poor. No likely end could bring them loss or leave them happier than before. Nor law nor duty bade me fight, nor public men, nor cheering crowds. A lonely impulse of delight drove to this tumult in the clouds. I balanced all, brought all to mind. The years to come seemed waste of breath, a waste of breath. The years behind, in balance with this life, this death. All right, so I know it's kind of like a song, right? Because it's a poem. So this time I'm going to read it, each line for line, so that you can repeat back what I just did. Again, you can record yourself, but also you can use Google Docs voice type option. All right, here we go. I know that I shall meet my fate somewhere among the clouds above. Those that I fight, I do not hate. Those that I guard, I do not love. My country is Kiltartan's cross. My countrymen Kiltartan's poor. No likely end could bring them loss, or leave them happier than before. Nor law nor duty bade me fight, nor public men nor cheering crowds. A lonely impulse of delight drove to this tumult in the clouds. I balanced all, brought all to mind. The years to come seemed waste of breath, a waste of breath the years behind, in balance with this life, this death. Okay, and I know that my markings went away because I had to switch to another video, but you should have your markings on the other screen. Now there are a few things. Now that you have the rhythm, you can go back and clean up sounds. I like to think that you can do everything with da 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 first before you do the sounds. So if you even just went like maybe English, you feel uncomfortable and you feel a bit slower than my tempo. First of all, you can go as slow as you like, but also getting the rhythm first into your body and then giving the sounds, it will help you be less careful and a bit more accurate. So you could also go da 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 da, and so on and so on. That way you get the rhythm in, and then the words can come out a bit more naturally. Some key things to look for. First of all, there's some vocabulary in here. I mean, Kiltartan's cross, Kiltartan's port. You're going to need to know like Wikipedia this stuff if you want to. It's about World War One, so if you want to get into that, by all means, go have some fun. There's also great vocabulary if you're looking to expand your vocabulary, like tumult. I love it. You can practice your schwas in here to make sure that you have a clear distinction between stressed and unstressed. Um, let's see, among, not among, the clouds above, not above. So it would be instead of somewhere among the clouds above, somewhere among the clouds above. And you can see that here, it actually joins the words together. Somewhere among the clouds above, and this becomes a Z, the clouds above. As I mentioned earlier, consonants that are voiceless that come between voiced sounds, like a vowel and D is voiced, oftentimes become voiced, become a Z. Now, this is the basic course, so if you can remember that, that's awesome. If not, don't worry about it. That can be worked on later. That is not necessary to be understood. That's not about comprehensibility. Okay, you can work on your THs, especially here. Those that I fight. No likely end could bring them loss. We've got more TH here. Happier than before. Here, it can be before or before with a schwa, if you like. So it's your turn to play with this. Again, it's a poem, so it can be interpreted however you like. What I'm concerned about is mostly comprehensibility. Can I understand what you are saying? And again, the rhythm is what drives that understanding.